Well, it's a real pleasure of mine to be able to introduce our next award winner and set the stage a little bit. We're from the same hometown, Iron River. And I can remember driving my 69 Roadrunner all through high school, driving by this place and saying, someday I'm going to work at that place. And well, I never did end up working there, but a lot of my friends did, and there's a lot that are still there today. So I'd like to congratulate Lester Detterback Enterprises, and I'll be calling up Kyle Detterback, third or fourth generation. He's the vice president of the company. He's a graduate of Ferris State University. And upon returning from college, Kyle joined the company, working his way up from the shop floor to the front office, which is the Detterback way. You could say that Kyle has his business in his blood. He's the fifth generation, of Detterbacks in the industry. In addition to the responsibility of running the company, he's active in the Precision Machine Products Association, serving on several national committees. Kyle's married to Jennifer Detterback, not a native from Iron River. And they have two children, a daughter, Cadence, and a son, Jensen. And Kyle's active in the community, serving as a volunteer fireman for the Caspian Gastra Fire Department for the past 12 years. And he's currently the first lieutenant for the department. It's my pleasure and honor to welcome Kyle Detterback up to the podium. Kyle.
Thank you, Joe. It's funny is I actually had to have my parents sign my permission slip when I started on the fire department. Here's an opening screenshot of just an overview of what we do on a daily basis. A lot of specialty stuff, not something you're going to find just off the shelf. Give you a little idea of a normal day for us. Screw machines are set up that they only have so many areas that you can do work at. So to be able to combine tools into multiple units is a big cost savings to a customer and a time savings. Here's just a small area of the tool market that we're in is a simple step drill. As you've heard, I'm a fifth generation. We go back 115 years. This is actually our plant in Chicago with the old belt-driven machines. There is our first generation, George. Our second, Lester, who actually was the one that was running the plant in Gastra, with about 98% female workers at the time. From left to right, you have the third, the fourth, the third, and then the fifth is myself. A lot of people ask me, what do you do to keep up with the technology? In the next year, we're going to be replacing about a third of all of our equipment. CNC equipment is like used car, or like a car. Once you put miles on it, it gets old. You got to trade it in and start moving up in the scale. I should make you put that on speaker. We make. See here, I can't see that. We make the tools that make the parts. We're not going to be something you're going to walk into a store and you're going to see our name written all over it. We're not like BlackRock where you're going to see that at the grocery store. Our stuff is going to be going into a subcontractor for a final product to be made. We're very well not known for being ever on a shelf. I can pick the part up and know that we made it, but nobody that'll ever look at it will say, oh, Lester Detterback's name's on that. To give you an idea, we're just in a lot of different industries of the tooling area. Automotive, you name it, we're in it, military, construction. We cover all bases. There isn't a single area that we are stuck in. That picture there is actually under about a 100 power microscope. To give you an idea, that small groove right there is less than a human hair. We do work for the inside of parts. So when you're either drilling or trying to ream a part to make a certain shape, that is what it is used for. The top left picture is actually a part for the inside of a gas tank on a vehicle. So if you roll over, there's a little ball that drops in and it shuts your gas off from leaking out. That is pretty much all that part does, is it just sets a little bit of an angle and that's all it does. We also do parts for the outside of parts. So unfortunately, this picture in the bottom right corner is very old, but that used to be a Craftsman screwdriver. That was a handle for them. Obviously, the plastic world has taken over everything there now, so there's not much tooling for Craftsman screwdrivers anymore. As I said, we work in tolerances down as small as tenths. Human hair is 4/1000ths, and we go well beyond that. To show some of the history, here's a picture of an old screw machine. And everybody's asked a question, can you compete with CNC? That machine will outrun a CNC pretty much day in and day out. They're old, they run. The hardest part right now is finding employees that know how to run them. Those machines are driven by cams. We do make cams still in Iron River. All of our tooling is made, produced, and shipped from Iron River. To give you an idea, a lot of the stuff on this next slide was made for Brown & Sharp, which was actually an England-based company. We bought that in 2010, and the machine line of it, and now we're building in Iron River. So we took it from England, we brought it back to where it should be. A little history, here's our facility now. We moved in 2000 out to this facility. I hope it's our last move, because when we bought the property, we have 5 acres behind it to develop more if we need to. We were downtown and we ran out of room in a hurry. So to give you an idea of our time frame of how long we've been here, 73, we reopened a satellite plant in Iron River. We were actually asked to move during the war to get out of the area of a major city. And as you can see, we have a tendency to buy products. And then we end up bringing the parts into our house, and we make them in Iron River now. So we've bought Brown & Sharp in 2006. We brought the machine line in 2010, and Boyer Schultz, which are all tool holder lines for the metalworking industry. And that should wrap it up. Thank you.